Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. The result? C minus. This guy is below par. He has some issues to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is not likely to go very far in his career and talks about big plans might just be empty words. He struggles to handle stress and gives up easily when things get tough, so he often avoids difficult situations rather than facing them. You deserve someone who matches your hopes for progress.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he is much more likely to break down than bounce back. He takes setbacks very personally and finds it hard to cope with pressure or failure. His reactions can be sharp and he may blame others or simply walk away.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work probably find him difficult to get close to or respect. He isn't warm or polite, so he might come across as unfriendly or even rude. This can make it hard for him to build good relationships with his colleagues.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you succeed in your career, he is more likely to feel insecure than proud. Your achievements might make him uncomfortable or even jealous, as he struggles with his own confidence and often feels threatened by other people's success. Instead of cheering for you, he might pull away, become moody, or make negative remarks.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, there's a strong chance he will feel insecure or even resentful if you earn more than him. He can be sensitive about his own achievements and may see your success as a reminder of what he feels he's lacking. You may end up having to tiptoe around his feelings.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He isn't someone who pays close attention to money or plans carefully. Instead, he tends to be a bit careless and might spend without thinking things through. This can lead to problems down the road, especially if you're hoping to build a secure future together.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's likely to struggle with living within his means. He may not plan his spending carefully, and there's a chance he might try to keep up an appearance that doesn't match his actual situation. Over time, this could lead to a lot of stress or disappointment for you.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is not naturally open handed or kind, either with money or with his attitude. He tends to keep to himself and isn't very generous. sometimes coming across as cold or distant. Don't expect thoughtful gifts or small acts of kindness. He's more likely to look after his own needs first.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's more likely to be secretive and avoid talking about money openly. When it comes to finances, he may hide details or keep things to himself instead of being straightforward and transparent. This can lead to trust issues and misunderstandings at home.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's likely to believe that housework isn't really his job and may expect you to handle most of it. He doesn't naturally step up to help or see chores as a shared responsibility. Over time, this can leave you feeling overwhelmed and unsupported at home.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's more likely to help by just watching or giving directions rather than actually rolling up his sleeves and joining in. When it comes to chores or changing diapers, you may find him making excuses, sitting back, or acting as if it's not really his job. You deserve someone who takes real action, not just stands by and talks.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He usually doesn't put much effort into understanding your side. When there's a disagreement, he's more likely to argue or shut down instead of listening carefully to your feelings. You could end up feeling ignored or brushed aside, especially when something is important to you.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he gets angry, he's more likely to say hurtful things or act out in ways that feel sharp and unsettling. He can lose his temper quickly and may raise his voice, use harsh words, or even blame you for things that aren't your fault. This kind of behavior can be very painful over time.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he is the kind of man who gets angry very quickly, sometimes over small things. This kind of short temper isn't just a little flaw, it's a serious warning sign or a red flag, especially for a peaceful relationship. You deserve a home where you feel safe, steady, and loving, not one where you walk on eggshells.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it very hard to say sorry and almost never takes real responsibility for his mistakes. Instead, he is more likely to blame you or make excuses to avoid admitting he was wrong. This habit can make you feel frustrated, unheard, and even guilty for things that aren't your fault.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He may struggle to truly respect your boundaries, especially when it comes to saying no. He might push, ignore, or make you feel guilty for having limits, whether the issue is big or small. This kind of behavior can leave you feeling uncomfortable or unsafe in your own relationship. A healthy partnership is built on trust and respect, and you deserve both.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He may react with hurt feelings, sulking, or even anger instead of simply respecting your needs. This can build resentment and make you uncomfortable over time.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Sadly, you may not be able to fully trust him to handle private moments with care. If things go wrong between you, there's a risk he might bring up personal details in arguments or use them to make you feel small or guilty. You deserve a partner who protects your trust, not one who risks breaking it.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is not the most dependable when it comes to staying faithful. He doesn't build deep emotional bonds and may not value loyalty the way you need in a relationship. He might not be open or honest about where his attention lies, which can leave you feeling insecure or suspicious.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he is likely to act over possessive and show jealous or controlling behavior. He might question where you go, who you talk to, or even pick fights over small things just because he feels insecure. Instead of trusting you, he lets his own worries control how he treats you.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what looks like a protective nature is often really just a way of being controlling. He may say he's looking out for you, but in truth, he's more focused on keeping you under his watch and doing things his way. You deserve respect, not restrictions disguised as concern.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will most likely expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. He doesn't naturally step in to help or see raising children as something to share equally. Even if you ask for his support, he may avoid responsibilities or act as if it's mainly your duty.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
He is much more likely to lose his temper when the kids mess up or get upset. Instead of talking things through patiently, he may shout, say harsh things, or even storm off in frustration. This kind of reaction doesn't help kids feel supported or understood.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to fully support you in your role as both a mother and your own person. He tends to see parenting and household duties as mainly your job and may not appreciate or encourage your personal dreams and interests outside the family. You deserve real partnership, a teammate who values all sides of who you are.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he is likely the kind of man who might seem to support your career at first, but later expect you to quit once you have a child. He may not openly say it in the beginning, but when the baby arrives, he could put pressure on you to give up your job or make you feel guilty for wanting to continue. Instead of working as a team, he sees family and work as only your responsibility to balance, not his to share.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is unlikely to show real warmth toward your parents. At best, he may act polite on the surface when required, but his interactions might feel distant or cold. You might notice that he prefers keeping his distance or avoids family gatherings altogether when he can. He is more likely to expect your family to adjust to his ways rather than making an effort to fit in or understand them.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
He is more likely to make things worse if your family creates stress or interferes. Instead of staying calm and working things out with patience, he may react with irritation, sharp words, or by withdrawing altogether. You deserve a partner who brings peace in tough times, not someone who adds to your worries.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely to expect you to act like a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives, even if he seems modern with you in private. He may not support you if you want to be yourself at family gatherings and could pressure you to follow customs or stay quiet to keep his family happy. Over time, this can be tiring and unfair.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
He is much more likely to stay out of it or even side with his family if there's tension between you and his relatives. He tends to avoid uncomfortable situations and may not have the courage to stand up for you, even when you need his support the most. You deserve someone who has your back, not someone who leaves you to fight on your own.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
Yes, he is likely to be a mummy's boy, and it's rare for him to choose your side in a conflict with his mother. He tends to stick close to his family's views, especially his mother's, and may avoid upsetting her, even if it means leaving you unsupported. This can make you feel unimportant or always struggling for respect.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share every detail of your fights and private life with his mother or sister. Instead of keeping personal matters between the two of you, he may run to his family for advice or comfort, making you feel exposed and left out. Over time, it can erode trust and make you feel like you're never truly on the same team.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, after all that analysis, we can conclude that this guy is a C minus. This guy is below par. and he has some serious issues to watch out for. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out can feel draining, lonely, and stressful. You may find yourself handling most responsibilities alone, from housework and parenting to emotional support.